I want to thank Suresh for having invited me to be part of this event tonight. It was about 20 years since we had last met when he was brought into my office by Michelle about a month ago. And that conversation I had with him basically showed me the man he has grown into. He has followed his dream and his passion. That's what we hope for all our boys. And it made me proud that he has followed his dream and his passion, and he has made a certain name for himself through that dream and that passion. You know, creativity is usually not encouraged by the standardized Sri Lankan education system. And if someone were to put the question that Ken Robinson constantly puts, do schools kill creativity? I would be the first to shout out yes. But thankfully, something happens in schools like St. Thomas's where creativity is nurtured despite the standardization. And so we have Suresh as an example to the modern generation of creative spirit, of innovation. And I've told him I want him to come back, I want him to talk to the present boys, share his passion, share his dream, so that there may be founders of groups like Stigmata among the boys today. Boys who want to follow their passion, boys who want to be creative. And it is that creative spirit that we want to see in the next generation as well. So thank you, Suresh. I don't know why you've punished me by asking me to do 2 readings tonight, but I will do justice, I hope. I've chosen a poem, Bridges, which resonates with what I do as a priest, building bridges between people, between communities. And so I want to start with that and then go into a piece of prose, a small blog post of larger significance, which talks about the adversities of life, and more importantly, that it is in the adversities of life that we find out who our true friends are. So, bridges. Some you cross under, some you cross over, some you cross on, some that you burn down, some that you neglect, some that you forget, some that you helped create, some you rebuild, remake, some you give a name, some you can never shake or break, some you just admire, some simply don't connect. And a small blog post of larger significance. If our lives are boats and vessels, while existence is the seas, rivers, and water-based resources we navigate on, then the storms we face are the challenges, circumstances, and consequences that are inevitable. Therefore, the gravitas of these tempests should not be taken lightly or for granted. Some storms can sink us. Some storms can intimidate us. Others can lure us into open jaws and seek to crush us. Others we encounter and somehow endure. The beautiful thing about a storm is that it also cleanses and wipes out everything to zilch. We learn that during a great and bountiful voyage, that often there are many passengers on board that will travel with you on your journeys. When you face a particularly hefty storm, you will see many of these passengers and even crew jump ship and head for harbor or shore. We will also see distinctively those folk that are vouching for you to be swallowed, hook, line, and sinker. The quartermaster, crew, and few passengers that will choose to swim or drown with you, those are the only ones that ever really matter. Those are the only ones who will weather everything existence throws at you and always be your fortifications. So although the vessels differ and the channels in which we travel may vary, always be thankful for the storms in your lives, because without them, we wouldn't know who to value and place our trust in, and those that don't matter at all. Thank you.
Spoils by Suresh De Silva. When the travails of the now meet the hauntings of the past, when the clock strikes nuns, while its hands wither away to dust, you rally round your motto, your faith, beliefs, your creed, while you are swallowed in shallow waters in which lesser men bereaved. I summon all my courage and rid my demons and give peace to all my fallen angels. No genies for me. My 3 wishes were never mine to begin with, you see. So, a part of me must die so that a piece of you may live. Oh my, such a bitter, bloody pill. Such a mad, ironical, satirical splendor. Such a valiant disguise, sobering suffering immaculately divined. Some things the lost were never meant to find. Not all is fair in love and war. My poison is my wine, I swear. Not all that are troubled will snuff out the night. Sometimes that which is lost we will never quite find. Thank you.
But today I have decided to read Clarice. Go on, then let me touch your bones. Did they drive the nails too deep? Did they strike them too hard and through your splintered bones? Go on then, let me touch your face, but the mask you wear is your celebrity skin. The melting flesh like a house of wax that burns your sinew, your cells. Go on then, let me touch your broken wings, darkness softly creeping, cradling nightmares in my head. The carousel spins, round and round in this absence of a god's lament. Go on then, let me touch your faith. You leap from one chasm to an abyss of black and blue instead. Your asylum is also your church. It's where you pray. It's where you fell from grace. Go on then, let me run back home. Collect the ashes of memories and the dust of all that was. The loneliest souls find solace in deconstructing all that is whole. Just to know what it's like to feel once more. Just to know what it's truly like to feel once more. To feel once more. To feel once more. Thank you.
Sergei, a jester's smile. To the crown, its thorns. To the cross, its nails. To the mirror, another face. To the silent dancer, some fragile grace. To the abyss, a fragile mind. To the darkness, a distant light. To the soul, another war to fight. To the heart, another eye that's blind. To the will, a resolve that never lies. To the bed, a lover in disguise. To the feather, a wind that cries. To the dead, a carrion flies. To the day, a tortured night. To the moon, a sun that's dying. To the scars, a memory trapped in time. To the frown, a jester's smile. It's fight or flight. It's love or hate. It's destiny or damnation. It's what we make of it all that finally matters. It's guilt or guile. It's wrath or weakness. It's a scarring or a healing. It's what we make of it all that finally matters. The next one is knock, knock. Knock, knock. Who's there? It's your conscience. I don't believe you. Well, you don't have to. Then why knock at all? I could tell you, but it's ineffable, really. Oh, fuck off. Do I have your attention yet? All right, I'll bite. Not sure I want to chew or swallow though. Well, humble pie is much like ice cream. Just melts in your mouth. What do you want? You know how we bark up the wrong tree, and it's just a waste of effort and time? I suppose this is you trying to appeal to my sense of obscure morality. Your supposition is correct. Now, let me in. No! Am I not getting through to you? No! You sure? Absolutely. Let me in. No! I can break down the door. That's not in your job description, is it? What? Kicking down doors? You are conscious. Doesn't seem right. But it is right to lock me out when you deem fit and invite me inside when you give a shit. Do you kiss your mother with that mouth? No. Do you? I did ask you to fuck off before. I'm sorry. It's easy to be sorry after only the stains remain that need to be scrubbed away. What is that supposed to mean? It's like sin, isn't it? A confession, you seek forgiveness for the sins you will soon commit as much as for the ones committed. Count on you to be the philosopher and idealist. All I'm saying is, this is one of those times you ought to open the door. Are you saying I'm not hospitable? I think I'm saying you are a coward with double standards. The golden one and the black one deep in the warrens of your soul. So now you have seen my soul, have you? I am your conscience. I see all. I know all, and I always whisper in your ear. But you keep this damned door shut most of the time. Good talk. Thanks for the awakening. Now off with you. I'm still not opening the door. That's cool, my child. I have a feeling you won't have a door for long. Wait, come back. Wait, what does that mean? You'll figure it out, buddy. Just shout my name when you do. Just thank your gods above and below that it won't be the last lesson you'll ever learn.